Hello everyone, welcome back to Tap and Sack. It's been a while, but we've got the latest unlocking video, and this time we've got the blue-red RAL. He's all about casting spells to trigger damage, and he used to be one of the strongest Spellslingers in the game, but ever since the last update, he's taken a hit and you don't really see him that much in the ladder anymore. So is he still viable? Let's play some games and find out. Alright, so here we are in the Spellslingers page. As you can see, some of the cards have been post-nerf, such as Chaos Lightning is now 5 mana instead of 3 mana, so it's going to be much harder to cast it out. Where it used to be that RAL was really strong with Chaos Lightning being at 3, so now you don't really see RAL that much. But let's go unlock him and see how he does.
We're gonna have a great time. Let the experiment begin.
Alright, so let's talk about what RAL is about. His special ability is called Storm Conduit. He basically uses spells to gain an advantage. So similar to Teferi that uses traps, RAL uses spells, which means cards like Giant Growth and his signature cards as well, Spark of Genius, Chaos Lightning, they're all considered spells. It's not the same as in Magic the Gathering, whereby every card you cast except a land is a spell, but in Spellslingers, a spell is a very specific card type, so not all cards are spells, and it will be set on the card itself. So for example, Spark of Genius, which is one of the signature cards, is considered a spell if you read right down here. So let's take a look at his signature cards, which by design are all spells, so that it will help RAL with his game plan. So the first card is Spark of Genius. This is a great card for 0 mana, so you can cast for free, and basically you draft another spell and add it to your hand. So if I'm not wrong, this drafting of a spell can be any colors, so not just what's in your deck or blue and red, it could be any spell in the game. Chaos Lightning is the key finishing card for RAL because it deals 1 damage randomly among all enemies for each spell you've cast this game, and there's a maximum of 10. So basically you could cast this for 10 damage if you've cast 10 spells in the game before this. So as mentioned before, Chaos Lightning used to be 3 mana, and with RAL's cost reduction it could have been 1 mana to deal 10 damage, and that was really overpowered, and because of that RAL was being played a lot and it was very difficult to beat RAL. But now post-nerf, Chaos Lightning is now 5 mana. So even with RAL's reduction, it's 3 mana, so not so easy to cast in a single turn if you combine it with 2 other spells. But ultimately, Chaos Lightning is still a very strong card for 10 damage, 3 mana, and it is the finishing blow usually for RAL. The last signature card is Magnum Opus. It's essentially a 4 mana spell that creates a creature for you. So rather than just giving you a creature card, it's actually better this way as a spell because it will count towards RAL's Storm Conduit trigger. So you get a Mysium Monstrosity, a 3/3 creature for that 4 mana, which doesn't sound great, but every time you cast a spell, it will get +2/+0 or +0/+2 at random. And this is a permanent thing, so it could get very big, and because RAL casts lots of spells, yeah, it could be a very good value in the long run. Okay, so now that we've got RAL in the books, let's go and build a deck and then play some games. This is the final deck list for RAL that we end up using for both the Blitz event and the Mythic ladder. So let's go into some of the key cards. Our land, I ended up going with Active Volcano, similar to all those mono-red burn decks. I think just simply because it has a chance to deal damage directly to the opponent, or maybe kill off some of their blockers. So it can be quite useful, it's random, but 3 damage is not bad. Isochron Scepter I think generally is a good card. It's an artifact, so it won't count as a spell for RAL, but you do get to draft a spell that costs 2 or less. And since it comes with 2 charges, basically you're getting 2 spells, and that can help you trigger off his special ability for 2 different turns. Ghitu Embermage is a key card I think for RAL because not only is it an okay blocker, it can also attack, but anytime you play a spell, it deals 1 damage to the opponent. So you don't really even need to attack, you just need to have it on the board, casting your spells, and it will deal 1 damage each time. So all this little pinging really helps in the long run Shell Game in a way has a double-edged sword because although you can get rid of a creature, you're essentially giving them a 0/6 blocker, and what's worse is that if you cast Chaos Lightning for 10 damage and this Shell Turtle is on the board, then some of that damage is going to go into it, and being a 0/6, it is a lot of toughness, it can absorb a lot of damage. So it is a give and take. The good thing is that you can get rid of some of their annoying creatures that you just can't beat, such as their flyers or legendary creatures. They have one copy of Lava Axe just as a failsafe in case we go into the long game and then you draw it in a late game. You can just deal 5 damage directly to the opponent. So it has helped a lot in some of our games. So maybe one copy is enough, but if you want you can just put 2 as well since they count as spells. Breaching Serpent is one of the cards that was nerfed in the latest update. It used to be 11 mana I think for a 7/7 with sneak. So they've dumbed it down to a 6/6, which is still pretty strong. And 13 is a little bit harder to cast, but we found that you can cast it okay in the late game. And the most important part is that it has sneak, so if it's not dealt with, you can deal like 6 important damage to the opponent. Class cards are very important in the game, in the meta right now. They are really strong, and ever since the Warlock class was nerfed for Ashiok, I think Wizard class has now emerged as the strongest class card. So if you have it, it is very important for certain Spellslingers, and RAL is one of them, simply because it synergizes very well with spell casting. So the very first one, the 1/1 creature, already reduces the cost of a random spell in your hand by 2. So for example, the Divination could be turned from 3 mana to 1 mana, which is a very big improvement. The second one, Signature Spell, is not as powerful. It is basically a draft a signature spell, so you're not really sure what you're going to get. You might get a spell from one of the other Spellslingers, which doesn't really key in with RAL, but Signature Spell does count as a spell as well, so it can help you trigger for RAL special ability. And the last one is Elemental Mastery. It's the most important part of this skill class card. So for 6 mana, if you cast this, then from then on, every time you cast 6 mana or more, you get a Water Elemental with Sneak. It's a 5/5 with Sneak. So it's very easy for RAL to do this because most of its deck are spells. So each turn you can essentially be getting a free 5/5 creature with Sneak that can attack for free and deal 5 free damage. Alright, so that's it for our RAL deck list. Let's take this for a spin, a few games in Blitz event as well as the Mythic Ladder, and let's see how it does. Up against Liliana. This is gonna be tough, I think. We got a starting hand that is okay, but let's maybe get rid of Divination.
Let's go.
Spark of Genius might be good. So our main goal is to try and cast spells 3 in a turn so that we can get the cost reduction. Breaching Serpent isn't great. Alright, let's go to Spark of Genius. Alright, we're gonna do Drain Blood, pass the turn. I guess there was a case for just keeping Spark of Genius in your hand, because there's no point casting one spell this turn when you could cast an earlier spell, a spell later on. So now I think I'm going to do Wizard's Familiar. I want to get on the board for the Wizard class. So we got Drain Blood at 0 now, which is great. I will pass the turn. Alright, I don't think I'm going to block this. I think taking 1 now is better than taking 2 the next turn. Merchant of Death, that's great. Alright, so we can't cast 3 spells this turn unless we get a 1 mana spell on Isochron Scepter, so let's do that. Naturalize, pick teams, and Burn Through. Maybe Burn Through is good. So I'm just gonna attack. And then I'm going to Drain Blood. Oh, maybe I should have done that. Oh, never mind. This is all new. Never played RAL before, so got a learning curve. Ice. Craft 7/7. Alright. I really need an Unsummon now. So let's do Isochron. Okay, takedown is not going to be super useful, I think. So maybe Scathing Glare. Let's just attack first. Oh, I should have cast Scathing Glare first so that I can get a +1 damage. Never mind, let's cast Aether Figment. And then cast a Medium Monstrosity. Pass a turn. Alright. I'm gonna block Craft, that's the main thing. Take 5 trample damage, but at least we can do Flame Coil later on, so I think I will just block Zombie. Hopefully they don't have a Drain Blood.
I could use some fresh subjects.
Oh, it gives it Relentless. Oh boy. Yeah, that's tough. Alright, I'm gonna do a signature spell. Repulse might be good.
Boundless potential.
Burn Through on this guy. So basically now I got a cost reduction of 2. I'm going to use Repulse to bring back Craft to the hand. So I think Relentless is gone, which is good. And now we can attack for both 10 damage. Alright, not bad for RAL so far. Okay, attack with the 2/1. I think I'll just pass. I want to keep my bird in the air. And there's Craft again. Scour the Void and Divination. Sure, let's do that. Scathing Glare. And then let's do Divination. Alright, so we got our Chaos Lightning, but we can't do anything now. So let's just attack. He's definitely got to block this. Alright, we'll pass a turn. So unfortunately we didn't get to make use of the cost reduction. We didn't have enough mana, but now Chaos Lightning is at 9 damage. So unless he casts lots of creatures, this could be bad for him. Summon the strongest creature, wow. I've got so many high costing spells, it's a bit problematic now. But let's say I go with the bird attack. And then I cast Elemental Mastery for a 5/5 with Sneak. So if they don't get rid of the Water Elemental, then next turn I can either Lava Axe that deals 5 to the opponent or use Chaos Lightning. Hopefully they don't have something like Flagrant Foul which can kill off my Elemental. Soul of the Wood. Okay, it can gain life, but it cannot block the sneak creature. It can block my flyer.
My lance is yours.
Oh wow, I got a bird. I'm kind of short of 1 damage, but I can try to Chaos Lightning. I think that's my best bet. Alright, that should be it. So we managed to do Chaos Lightning. Oh no, I shouldn't have attacked with the bird. Oh no. Oh no. I lost. Have I lost? Oh, I shouldn't have attacked with the bird. Oh. So now I gotta block Craft. Oh, hope I still survive, then I can do Lava Axe. Okay, Liliana's Goliath. And the Grotesque. Alright. So we lucked out there, I think. almost lost the game because I attacked with the 2-1 bird, but now we can use Lava Axe and deal 5 to the opponent, and that cannot be stopped, so good game. So managed to get our first win with RAL. It was really clunky, a little bit of expensive spells, but we managed to win with Chaos Lightning and Lava Axe. Going up against the Fury, haven't seen him for a while. Starting hand is okay. I think let's keep. So I'm wondering if it's going to be really hard control from Teferi, or is it going to be like flyers. So I guess we'll find out quite soon. We gotta watch out for all their counterspell traps like negate, absorb. Okay, we do get the bird. Turn, we cast next turn. Shell crab. That's nice. So let's do the familiar. Okay, so anticipate now is free thanks to the bird. We can cast that. So we get our second Aether Figment, and now we can cast both of them, which is great. Unfortunately, they have that crab there, which is a bit annoying. And there's their own signature spell, which I think reduces the cost of a random spell, so not traps. So I don't think they can reduce the cost of a trap. Why not? The other option was to cast the Embermage on that turn, this turn, and then next turn cast the Flame Coil. Not sure which is better. I guess both are okay. I'll retaliate. Okay, so now they might have Absorb up. We might just have to chance it, or we could not cast anything. It could be the trap for the bird, the elemental. Guess we won't really know, but I think I'll cast Magnum Opus first. Okay, it's gonna get absorbed. It's fine. Let's pass a turn.
Boundless potential.
Repulse. Interesting. Alright, so now they don't have any mana, which is great because I can cast Embermage and then do the signature spell. I can do Spark of Genius.
Boundless potential.
So Spark of Genius will also let me kill off, deal 1 damage to them. Will plot be interesting? Let's try that. And now we can cast Aether Figment back again. Pass the turn. Since the Fury is in white, they might have cards like Day of Judgment. So we can't commit too much on the creature front. It looks like they're not playing the Flyers game. And they have another 3 mana up, looks like for Absorb. So I don't want to cast my plot. Just pass the turn. Their land also gives them a chance to heal for 4, so that's always a problem. 4 is a lot of life. There's the Spell Mastery. So I think Spell Mastery is still the best play right now because they can't counter it. And we can just attack. Let's see if they want to block. Okay. I think they have to block because they're down to 10 life. So let's pass the turn. Good thing the land didn't trigger, otherwise they'll be up to 14 life. Oh, wow, but they gain 7 life and they get the 5/5. Alright, so let's do plot again. Shell Game and Spark of Genius. Alright. So we can try Spark of Genius. Maybe Agony Rat. Now we can attack. And let's give this -3, -0. Okay, let's pass the turn. Ah, Sarah Sanctum getting 4 life. Wow, it's really keeping them in the game. If they have a Day of Judgment now, it's a big problem. Which I think they will have. Yeah. Man. Okay, I'm gonna give Agony Twist to this one. And then let's say we do a Pyroclasm. And now we can cast our Breaching Serpent. Let's pass the turn. Shell game. Oh boy. Right. Alright, let's go with the attack.
Nope. Try again.
Absorb. Okay. In that case, let's Pyroclasm. And then let's shock it. And pass a turn. So we do get... Oh, we don't get another 5/5. Oh. Oh, why? Why?
I want to know everything.
Hammered. And he has Ward, which is a problem. Chaos Lightning. Okay, I'm just going to attack, see what happens.
Take this.
Alright, they block. I can't cast the Shell game right now, but I can still do Chaos Lightning. Hopefully gets rid of El Hammered. Alright, let's pass the turn. And they gain 4 life again. Oh, Sanctum.
Feel the light of hope.
And gaining more life again. Ouch.
Deep from the well of life.
Okay, no negate, so let's Divination. Magnum, Opus, and Lava Axe. Sure, let's attack.
Take this.
Now we can cast our amazing Opus, Magnum Opus. Pass the turn.
I have seen unimaginable things.
Ouch. Arcanus. They get a spell which they can't cast now. 3/5 is not gonna do it for me, so let's go Chaos Lightning. Alright, let's attack. Okay, they decided to block with El Hammered. They could have blocked with Turtle, I felt.
I want to know everything.
Prodigal Student, Divination. Summon 3 Sphinxes. Okay, nice. But we got the creature with Sneak. So we managed to get that win after a really epic game against the Fury. I think we almost lost easily. So nice win for RAL. Managed to do Chaos Lightning for 10 damage, and that Spell Mastery was really great as well. Not bad for RAL. It was an okay start. We had some losses against aggro decks such as Domri, and also struggled against Ashiok. But we did manage to get some wins, as you've seen. So it does take a little bit of fine-tuning and practice to get the hang of RAL's special ability. You really need to synchronize those spells. You don't necessarily want to cast one spell each turn, but maybe save them save 3 of them for a future turn, then you can make use of his special ability. The wizard class is going to help, especially if you have the level 3 unlocked. It's going to give you that extra creature 5/5 with sneak, so that can help you deal extra damage. I hope you've enjoyed this unlocking video for RAL. It's a Spellslinger that I've put off for a long time because I felt it was really overpowered, but ever since it was nerfed down, not many people play it. So you might want to try, especially if you like casting spells and doing sequences and triggering extra damage. If you enjoyed watching the video, I hope you will subscribe to the channel. We do lots of Magic the Gathering content, so not just in Spellslingers, but on MTG Arena as well as live Commander games. You can also comment and tell us what kind of RAL decks you are playing. Send us your list, maybe there are cards that we've overlooked, and it will be really good to play more RAL in the future. You can also check out our website at tapandsec.com. We have other articles on there that are not found on our YouTube, so if you're going to read more on strategy and reviews, yeah, do check it out. So that's it from us today. I hope you will enjoy your week and take care, stay safe, and see you guys next time.